Okay, so my name is Dennis Irwin. I'm the practice manager for Unified Communications at Nortec. I am responsible for all, Unified Communications, which at Nortec we consider to be voice over IP, high definition video conferencing, messaging, and all of those things that go along with it. So today we're here to talk about Microsoft Lync Server 2013. Technology has really brought us a very long way in terms of how we communicate in the business world. But as communication and collaboration technologies have evolved, they've done so independently in parallel with one another, creating communication silos. As a society, we are more mobile, have greater access to technology outside of the workplace, and have expectations to match. Today's information workers are using a variety of products and services to meet all of their needs in their professional and personal lives. For most companies today, telephony, voicemail, email, instant messaging, audio conferencing, video conferencing, web conferencing, and pretty much all group communication tools all live in their own disconnected silos. And each silo has evolved as a separate operating platform, often with proprietary third-party technology, separate clients, separate authentication, separate administration, and separate storage. With that happening, it's pretty much created an all these independent silos, which now that now encompass the enterprise, have led to a lot of redundancies and inefficiencies for the IT administrator, and they've also made it very difficult for the end user by creating a lot of clients, right? So really quickly, what I'm basically saying is that there's a lot of different applications that people are using every day in order to be able to do all the things that we can do in one product, which that one product is, you know, Microsoft Lync 2013, which is an enterprise-ready unified communication platform. Lync connects hundreds of millions of people on Windows 8 and all other kinds of devices as part of their everyday productivity experience. Now, I'm going to go through these slides. It's not going to take very long to go through the slides, and then after I go through the slides, I'll do a show you guys everything that I talk about in the slides live. So, you know, but in any case, Lync reduces the complexity of all those other applications by putting people at the center of the communication experience. The goal of Microsoft Lync is to integrate all the ways in which we contact each other into a single environment using a single client identity while providing businesses with the power to choose how they provision the services, whether they provision the services on their own, on premise or in the cloud. Lync provides a consistent single client experience for presence, instant messaging, voice, video, and has a great meeting experience, which we're actually using right now. And Lync delivers an experience that is differentiated from any other unified communications platform in the industry with best of breed Office family applications. So, Microsoft Lync integrates perfectly and seamlessly into all of your Office applications, which I will actually show you live after the PowerPoint presentation. And with Lync as a unified communications platforms, IT administrators are able to store and modernize their operations, bringing everything into one simple, easy to manage silo. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get into what the actual parts of Microsoft Lync are and what's included in the product. The first thing I want to talk about is, that Lync 2013 has built upon the strength of 2010 and added a lot of features. And the essence of it is basically captured into four pillars. The first is multi-party HD video conferencing and content sharing. Lync 2013 and Lync Online both showcase advances in video and visual communications. I see what you mean takes on an entirely different meaning when colleagues and customers from down the hall, across town, or around the world can see each other's gestures while hearing their tones. I will actually turn on and show you some video during the live presentation. Lync further delivers on the the promise of access anywhere by ensuring that Lync is available, whether a user has a Windows 8 PC, Windows 7 PC, a tablet, mobile device, or browser. Lync has modern and mobile clients. So basically, I see there's a few people here who have had a couple issues, but they may not have speakers or microphones or be able to have Windows 7. So Lync does require Windows 7 and above. But Lync was built from the ground up to deliver identity-based communications. So what Lync does is it pivots on the user's identity rather than using like phone numbers as a proxy for a person. So Lync's integration across Office application enables one-click communications directly from the productivity application used by workers every day. Lync is integrated into Outlook, SharePoint, OneNote, and other Microsoft applications. You don't have to leave your current client in order to reach out and contact somebody that you need to talk to. And I'll actually show you that, as I said, live. We got someone in the lobby. Let me let him in here. Sorry about that. Also, Lync is socially integrated by design. So with Microsoft Lync and the people pane or the contacts, basically we're able to take one person's contact and integrate that contact, whether it's through their Exchange, through LinkedIn or wherever, and give you a single contact. So you're no longer looking into multiple items. And Lync also federates with Skype, and there's billions of Skype users out there, and it gives you the ability to directly communicate with any Skype user if you federate with Skype at no charge. So if you have clients or employees that may be in another country that aren't on your system that do have access to Skype and you're federated, you can make international calls via Lync and Skype very easily. So now I'm going to go ahead and kind of dwell a little bit deeper into each one of these silos that Microsoft considers to be the value propositions of Lync. And the first one I'm going to talk about is the HD, multi-party HD video content and gallery sharing and all that good stuff. With the new gallery view, you can automatically see everyone in the Lync meeting via continuous view of multiple HD video streams or photos. So basically what that means, and you can see in this bar here, and you could probably, nobody's showing video right now on this meeting. I will show video during the live presentation. I'm not going to turn it on right now. Microsoft recommends that video be disabled for meetings greater than 25 people. So only 25 people they recommend showing video at one time. Now, this little window that you see on my screen here, you see there's big people. Those are the people who, the 5 most active participants and talkers in this meeting. So they're active speakers, right? And that's their live video stream. The little guy to the right would be me, who'd be the presenter, who's always being, showing in a small video window. And then the people on the bottom are people who are on the call, who are showing video, who do have video enabled or may not have a video enabled, but they're less active on the call. So as a person in the smaller window on the bottom becomes a more dominant speaker, somebody who's a less dominant speaker in the top will drop down and you'll see that person's video. It works really well. Lync uses industry standards, including H.264 SVC. So content sharing and all that kind of stuff, we can share and view data and content through disparate systems like LifeSize. However, it's only one direction, unfortunately. But that's getting there, and that will be to where we're able to share in 2 directions, right? So that's it on the HD video gallery. I'll actually turn on my video and show you guys. The next thing I want to talk about is the presenter controls, and this is basically what I'm doing and what Allison is doing. So the presenter controls are optimized for the meeting type. So, when you're scheduling a meeting, the organizer can select a dedicated meeting space or create a new meeting room with a new ID and a new password. During the live demo, I'll go into Outlook, I'll create and schedule a Lync meeting, and I'll show you those options. And depending on the type and size of the meeting, you can decide if you want to mute all the audience, allow or block video sharing, doing all of these things, pre-scheduling and pre-meeting. And as I said, Lync, recommends over 25 users to turn off video. Also, something really cool, Lync now uses what they refer to as peeps to add more functionality and less clutter into the client and into meetings. And down below here, you can see those little blue icons. One of them is highlighted, and it's showing a pop-up window where you can whiteboard, poll, show a PowerPoint, share a program, your primary, secondary, all monitors. Those are actually peeps. And as I highlight over each one of them, they'll give me more information. Now, I'll actually show you all the peeps live, but for now, that's just what's in the slide. So that's the presenter view. Now, when we move to the end user view, y'all can change this and play with it on your own client very easily, as you'll see. But the meeting view options are designed to bring the content and the people together while optimizing the experience for each participant's needs. Now, what does that mean? I mean, we have a mixture of people on here who are using the Lync local client, the Lync web app, and probably even their cell phones. So with my cell phone, I could connect. I could run this meeting. I could organize this meeting. I can do everything I'm doing on my PC, including the sharing from my cell phone. So it's pretty nice. Now the gallery view, the different end user selected views. If you highlight over down at the bottom, you can see the bottom right of your screen. There's a little person looking thing next to that happy face. That's how you can change your end user selected views. The first view is the gallery view, which shows all the participants' photos or videos. Then the speaker view, which shows the meeting content with the presenter's video or photo in the lower right-hand corner of the meeting window. Right now you see my photo. And then the presentation view would show only the meeting content. Now you guys can click through there and check that and see what it looks like if you like. So with the next slide I'm going to talk about, and the next silo is the mobile client experience. It's designed for the device itself. And I just mentioned a second ago that I could have joined this device, or joined this meeting, run the meeting, shared my desktop, shared my PowerPoint, shared my video, done everything that I'm doing here via my mobile phone. I have a Windows 8 phone, but it could have been an iPad. It could have been a iPhone. It could be a Galaxy. All the Android. All different types of devices are supported across a bunch of platforms. And you can also test that if you'd like to, if you have a mobile phone, by going into your Outlook calendar and following this link through your mobile phone. You can connect twice. It won't cause any problem whatsoever. And then you can disconnect after you test it if you'd like. But so that's just a couple of nice features. Also, we're able to leverage for voice, video, everything, 3G, 4G, Wi-Fi, networks, whatever you're using. So if I'm a user on your network and I happen to be maybe at a conference somewhere, and I'm on the conference's Wi-Fi, and I'm running my Lync client, and that conference is in Vegas, and I'm, in the DC area or the Pittsburgh area or the Philadelphia area, and I'm calling back and forth and it's long distance, I can get rid of that by just using the Lync client via Wi-Fi and making a WAN call. Works very nice. Just to kind of give you guys a little bit more preference about the quality of the audio experience. I'm sure you can hear the quality of my personal audio. I don't have any PSTN. I use full Lync audio for everything. And I use a USB headset. I don't even have a telephone. And I'm able to use PSTN calls, WAN calls, and do anything I want to as if I'm using my old type telephone system, right? So nice point to make there. Now, the Lync web app, which I know some of you are on, it allows PCs and Mac users to join the Lync meeting using any HTML5 based browser. It has to be HTML5 based browser, and it delivers the full Lync meeting experience, including the video, voice over IP, instant messaging, desktop application, and PowerPoint sharing, just like the desktop client does. So a lot of customers like the desktop client, especially like myself. I think the desktop client's nice. But a lot of our clients just deploy the web app and are able to never deploy a client and have everybody just access a website in order to use their phone video and never to install something on their desktop. It's very nice. All right, so what does this all mean? Basically, great meeting experiences, right? Whether it's from your desktop, that's the desktop application, whether you're using a kiosk, which is like the web app. So, maybe you're a you know, um, educational institution and you have areas that are set up for people to just go log in and use their email, their link, all that kind of stuff. That would be what we would consider like a kiosk, right? Or a mobile device, iPad, any type of device like that. So, with that said, let me move. I'm almost done with my slides here for you guys. So, as I had said, there's a single identity and shared contact card across business and social applications with Microsoft Lync. And you can see here, this is just a screenshot of the Microsoft Lync client. And if you highlight over this phone, which is actually a PEEP, and you can get a drop down, so you could call somebody from a PSTN call, which would be the actual phone numbers you see there. You can make a link call, which would be calling, via WAN, so there's no PSTN charge included. Or you could also call and leave them directly into their voicemail if you're using it for your voicemail as well. So if you're using Microsoft Lync for the full suite, including unified messaging, then that's very nice. Now, let me make the point with having said that, that the unified messaging server with Microsoft Lync it's a product that is included with Exchange Enterprise CALs. So if you have Exchange Enterprise CALs, the voicemail is included. So if you have Exchange Enterprise, then your voicemail is included. So it's a nice feature. So just so you know. Now, um, as I had said earlier, you can communicate with everyone in your contact list directly from any Office apps, including SharePoint and SharePoint Online. And this is just showing a screenshot of that, which I'll show you live. You can see Sarah Davis over there on the right, and she's green because she's available. And this is actually in SharePoint or Outlook, and you can see you can call her, IM her, do everything you would do directly from the client or the web app directly from Outlook. And I'm just going to show you that stuff live. Now, Lync also has a really good development platform with web APIs, mobile APIs, and all kinds of stuff that are open to developers. So if you want to write your own apps or anything and you have the ability internally to do that, it's supported. All right, so my last slide, the enterprise benefits of Lync, work from anywhere. With Microsoft Lync, as I said, you can work from anywhere. I'm running this meeting. I'm not even connected to Nortec's network. I'm connected to my home network. I work from a home office. I work virtually all the time. And then I do live demonstrations, webinars, and all that kind of stuff, either via Microsoft Lync or live. But the nice thing is that my travel and stuff and the cost of having somebody like me who does do a lot of demonstrations has been greatly reduced using Microsoft Lync because I can show pretty much everything in Microsoft Lync that I can show live, right? So that's a great tool. Also, with Microsoft Lync's Edge server, you can work from anywhere without even having a VPN connection. So I don't use VPN to connect to my company, yet I have presence, IM, telephony, video, and everything just as if I'm sitting at my desk, right? And as I said, connected experiences is simpler to manage because instead of having 8 separate products, you're down to one. It's also easy to reduce costs because all of Lync roles can now be virtualized, which is very important. You can virtualize the entire installation. And if anybody wants more information on something a little more technical like that, we can have a separate call at any time. And that'll work really well. So that's really it. That's my slide presentation. So I'm actually going to stop presenting my slide and get out of it here. And I'm going to switch over and I'm going to present some my desktop. So, and then I'll show you all the things that we've been discussing while presenting my desktop. So now you should see my primary monitor here. Let me just move this over here for a second. And in my primary monitor, you should see my conversation. It shows 18 participants, the name of the participants that are in the call here. These are the attendees below. You see there's 15. I'm not going to show everybody's name unless you can already see it. I can't remember if it was turned off or not. And these are people that are in our company, and people who are in our company are automatically added. I don't care. People who are in our company are automatically added as presenters, and we'll discuss that a little bit. People who are attendees are automatically not presenters, but I can make them a presenter very easy. So I'll pick on Ray down here because he's actually a Nortec employee and he came in as a guest. So I'll take Ray here and I will right click on Ray's name and I'm going to make him a presenter. So now you can see Ray is a presenter and he is in the presenters window right here, and he now has the ability to start presenting, to do all that good kind of stuff. Now Ray don't start presenting on me, but he could if he'd like to. And I can hear him laughing, so he has audio too. So I have a little bit of a quality issue here. I wonder what that's coming from. The network quality isn't great. Our link is running at our data center. It should work perfectly. I have these are so to kind of go over some stuff live. This is a live view. You all probably have already seen all this. I can right click now Ray and I can remove him as a presenter, make him back into an attendee. I can do that with anybody. You see these presence icons. Allison shows that she's in a meeting currently, and that's why she's red and just solid red. I'm in do not disturb, which is why I'm red with a line through it. And that's because I'm currently presenting. It even says there that I'm presenting. So anytime you're presenting, you automatically give, and Paul sees how he was trying to get control of my computer, but I'm not going to give it to him. So that's another beautiful, and in my opinion, probably for me personally, my favorite feature of Microsoft Lync is that we use Microsoft Lync now to support all of our desktops, all of our clients, everybody, so that they can very easily, so we can easily take over their computer and provide desktop support without ever going to see them. That's great for a company that has a large installation and multiple sites. Your IT department can, help and support your end user community without leaving their desks, doing it just like he did, where he was trying to ask for control, or I can give control to somebody, right? So I can click this drop down. I can give control to Allison or somebody who's an attendee, whatever I want to do, right? Very nice. So that's funny. Thank you. That's part of my presentation. So that's this view. Now, as I go down, you see I have my peeps. This one's just the IM. I'll get rid of the IM. This one is I can mute my audio, or if I highlight over the peep, it pulls up a dial pad, right? This next one is my video. I'll go ahead and turn on my video. And now you guys should see me in video, right? And if I highlight over it, it's a preview of my video. As I said, I work out of a home office, as you can tell. I'm not like in a physical office. And then the next peep over, and I'm going to go ahead and leave my video on now. The next peep over is for the content that I can share. So what I've shared so far in this meeting is I've shared that link online overview, link online overview. But I could share a PowerPoint directly. I could do a whiteboard. I could create a poll, question and answer session. I could share both my monitors instead of just the one I'm sharing now, which I'm sharing my primary, or I could just share my secondary, or I could share a program. If I click to share a program, it's whatever's running on my computer. That's all that's running right now. Is Lync. So that's what I could share. Now the next thing I can do is I can come in here and I have the ability to like hide names. So I could hide names, show names, and that's in the window here with the picture. So if everybody in your organization has a picture like they do in ours, then you can hide the names and just see the person and not have to see the names, right? Let me put this back up. So I could also, up here on the top where it says actions, or participants, if I click on the participants, there's my participants and stuff I could do. And I click on actions. I could mute the audience. I could say, no, Windows laptop just fine, perfect. I could, you see we have that whole great chat going between Allison and everybody. It's perfect. Thank you for the support, Allison. And if I highlight over here though, like I said, I can mute the entire audience. I can make it so that there's no IM. So you guys IMing back and forth. If it was annoying me, I could just turn it off. I could turn off all video. I could, have everyone as an attendee or have everyone as a whatever the other thing, Also, one thing I didn't show you, if I highlight over my little monitor here, guy again, and you can see I have all of my stuff that I could share. I could also dump my meeting content directly into my OneNote. or I could add attachments to this meeting and you guys could then download the attachments. Very nice. So that's all I'm going to touch on the presenter controls. As you can see, it's very nice and it's very easy. Now I'm going to minimize this and I'm going to move over to my Lync client and just kind of show you the Lync client really quickly. This is the actual desktop client. Some of you may be using it. If you have a current installation of Microsoft Lync, you may be using the desktop client currently and have connected through your own personal desktop client. If you don't have an installation of Lync, you would have connected through the web client. Let me just actually do something right here. I'm going to put this on my second monitor so if I have a question, I can see it. All right. So I have this going on here. You can see I have Allison. These are my favorites. I have Maybell. Maybell is actually on the call. She's in the Philippines. She's a full-time Nortec employee. You can see Kevin Wills here. He's our VP of Professional Services. He's available. That's why he has the green line. I could highlight over his and by the way, guys, if you guys are having any problems like with certain types of devices, I see certain people are trying to connect with different types, and that's pretty cool. But if you do have an issue and you're able to connect with one but not another, we can get on a call afterwards, and I'll definitely walk you through and help you connecting with any device, or figure out why it wouldn't. So it'll help me later. But with that said, you can see I have Kevin here. He's green. Maybell's busy because she's on this call. Michael's been away for 15 minutes, means he hasn't touched his keyboard. Paul's busy. Mike Finch is available. If I highlight over Kevin here, I could send him an IM. If I hit the drop down on this peep, I could call his work phone number. I could call him directly by his extension. I can call him at his home, or I can do a Lync call, which is free. So I actually pull a PSTN trunk right out of here and make a live phone call. I could add video. I could video call him, all that good stuff. So I can do everything I want to do with Kevin. I can see his contact card just by clicking on it, and it'll tell you all the different places where I get his information. See, I got LinkedIn and Outlook and all kinds of places coming, creating one simplified contact card with all the numbers. This next little view here is my calendar. Here's the webinars, everything I have going on. I just double click it, and that's how I got into this meeting, right? And this is where I set all my options. So, tools, there's my options like video device, audio device. If I wanted to go into my options here, I could set ringtones. So if I get a call from my internal people, it could be one ring. If it's a call from my external, it could be a different ring. I could do all that nice stuff. I'm going to go through this quickly, and then if we want to have a really in-depth conversation about anything, like I said, we will definitely set up another demo. Now, I'm going to move off of this client now, and I'm going to move on. And by the way, down here, I can select any audio device, anything I want to do. But wait, there's one other point I want to make before I move off of this client. Sorry. So you see I have these set up as groups, and I have Microsoft employees or Nortec employees, but I was talking to you guys about federation. So, anybody on this call who would install Microsoft Lync and federate with Nortec or federate with one of your clients who have Lync or one of your vendors or partners or anybody that's using Microsoft Lync, you could get the same presence and ability between the two federated organizations that you get internally at your own organization very easily. So you see we're federated with Microsoft via simple federation, and I can come right here and I am Amber. I can see Amber just went into a meeting. I can see the presence on people. I have all their contact card, their phone number, there's her mobile, her Lync call. I could video call her, and she's not a Nortec employee. So I just wanted to make that point that that's actually what federation really looks like. It truly looks like they're part of your system, right? So it's really nice. Now, with that said, I'm going to move over here and I'm going to open up my Microsoft Outlook. So this is my Microsoft Outlook client. I'm going to open up this email I have here. It's an announcement from George Hammersmith, who's our COO. And it was sent out to a lot of people. And I just want to show you, basically my whole points these things is to show you the integration with Office apps that you get with Microsoft Lync, right? So now you can see here I have all these people, all their presence information. I have Tim, Deb. I can right click, watch this. I'm going to highlight over Deb and I'm just going to click on her peep. And then I can send her an IM. Hi. Right? So then she's going to come back and talk to me in a second. I could have highlighted over her peep and I could have called her, and I have all those numbers. I could have highlighted over her peep and I could have just video called her, straight video call. Whatever I wanted to do, I could have done. Now she's typing back and saying hi. telling her I'm in a webinar, so she's nice. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring other people into my call here. So who do I want to bring into my call? I'm going to bring Allison, even though she's in this call. I could still bring her into this call. So there's Allison. I'm going to say okay. And then boom, I just created, there's Allison now. So you guys can see in my client here, I have a three-way call that's completely separate from my meeting. So this big window here with all the participants, that's my meeting. And then this little window here where people are typing is my three-way call, right? So basically I created a breakout session and now me, Deb, and Allison can talk about something separately, right? You know, so just to show you some of the cool capabilities, I did all of this directly from Microsoft Outlook. I didn't even go into the Lync client, right? If I want to call Deb, I can highlight over her, like I said, and when I highlight over her, or just Mike, I can click on the drop down. I can call Mike's mobile because that's what phone number's in there, or I could call Mike on his Lync or whatever I want, right? So this is all directly from Outlook again. I could email him, right? So that's to show you the integration with the client from Outlook. The next thing I want to quickly show you is just the integration in SharePoint or Office Online. So let's say Office 365. So I'm going to go ahead and go into Nortec's SharePoint. And this is the UC SharePoint site. Oops. Sorry about that. We're secure. All right, so when I get in here, you'll see there's my Nortec cloud system, right? So this is our Office 365. We have SharePoint in the cloud and all that good stuff. This is our SharePoint. Anybody, you can see, like I'll go to home here. Let's see. I'm going to go to the internet here. And anybody who you have information, and this is Office 365, like I said, this is Office or SharePoint Online. And even through SharePoint Online, you can see I have Kevin's presence. When I highlight over him, I get, you know, his information. I can send him IM, I can telephone call him, I can video call him, I can do everything. The same way I could in a local client, the same way I could in Microsoft Outlook. And as you can see, I'm online now, Office 365. See that? So if I go to the people pane in Office 365, it's going to match my local, it's going to open the Outlook web app, and you can see it's going to match my people pane locally. So I have all my contacts in here, which I can directly, IM or do whatever. And I also have the, let me move this over here so I can minimize this. All right, and then I also, this is Outlook Online. So the same way, online, I have the ability to go over here and I highlight over, you see I have Allison's presence information, and I should be able to highlight it in IM her and do all that kind of stuff, call her, do everything I could through Office 365. And the same thing with Microsoft Outlook and Office 365. So I have an email from George Hammerschmidt here, and I can, like, there's Allison's presence, my presence, and this is all through Office 365, right? So this is Lync premise with Office 365. Lync Online does not give you voice capabilities, and Office 365 Lync does not give you the voice capabilities. It's just web. But the rest of it works whether you're online or premise based. So that's what I wanted to show you there. And actually, I'm ready to open this up for any kind of questions anybody has or anything else that they would like to see, because I'm finished with my presentation and I can give you guys some time back after we answer some questions. Does anybody have any questions? Also, really quickly, I would like to offer anybody on this call a free whiteboarding session, 2-hour whiteboarding session for Microsoft Lync. I'll come out and we will whiteboard and talk about and discuss your solution. Hey, Allison, can you still hear me? It's awfully quiet.
I can hear you.
Great. Are there no questions here?
Is there anyone out there who's using Lync right now?
Is there what?
Anyone out there who's using Lync right now?
Oh, you're asking that question.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like we have any questions here. So, as I said, please contact us to get a one-on-one demo with you and your company. We have recorded this, as you can see here. Let me just show you. Um, down. Oh, Jim's typing a question. Great. Down here at the bottom, you can see this is where I'm recording it. If I want to pause the recording, if I want to stop the recording, or record, this is where I can do it. So I'm muted, but I unmuted, but he can't hear me. Let's see. I cannot get the presentation on my iPad Air at the same time. Gives me a message we couldn't join you to the meeting. Please try again. So Jim, if we can have a conversation offline about that, I can definitely help you out with that. I assume that when you said at the same time it was two devices.
Yeah.
That's no problem at all. You should be able to connect with both devices.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. And it could possibly be that our engineer that has limited one device per external user somehow, because he has a tendency to figure out how to do stuff like that. And so I'll check that, and we'll get back to you on that definitely. All right. So how do I get my settings so you can hear me now? Do you have a mic on your PC?
Or the iPad Air.
Oh, it's on the iPad Air or the PC?
His PC's working fine. It was the iPad that was giving him trouble.
So if he's on the PC now, yeah. So and we can't hear him. Um, what's your default device? So like if you're in the Lync client, like what is your default device set to? So like in you're in the web app, so I can't show you in the web app, but there should be something similar to this where you can click it and you can select. So like I have multiple devices and I have to choose which one I'm using. So could that possibly, do you have one device or multiple devices? In any case, listen, we can create a separate call and troubleshoot that very easily.
Yeah, if no one has any questions, maybe we can get together with Jim.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea. Yeah, Jim, just so you know, sometimes I use three devices at one time. So yeah, are you looking at your computer settings? Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now.